Hi friends, welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. In this week's video, I'm not really doing much on the Galaxie project again. I've got a few more things that I'm doing to that Galaxie. I got a handful of things I want to do to get it to the point to where I'm going to ignore it again. No, I do want to do a few things to it. I got one more step that I'm going to be showing you in a few minutes. And a couple other little things, like I drug out the 327 that I want to build for the 74 Camaro. Got it on the stand. I'll show you a little bit of that. I'm not going to work on this just yet, but I got it. You know, you got to do something to do something. You got to get started. So, thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. Watch all the way to the end. Leave me some comments. What do y'all like to see? You like to see the Galaxie project? You like to see the 71 C10 Galaxie project? You want to see more on the Charger? I'm about ready to get started back on the Charger. I've been saying I need to fix that top. I'm going to fix the top, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put that hood scoop on it. Go ahead and put it outside and ignore it like everything else. No, I don't want to ignore it. I can drive it. But I got to do a few more things to it. I got to fix that top before I can put it outside. So we're going to get to that too. Still want to get to the Ranger brake line. And then I want to sand that and prime paint. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I think you might like it. But thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. Chrome wheels, sometimes you can do that. See, with reverse triggers like this, deep to the inside, you gotta mount them from the back side. Oh crap. And that ripped out my valve stem. Triggers are a pain in the butt sometimes. Tiny short stems, I might put along with it. work. Doing these, and we'll put on the back of the Galaxie. If they'll fit, they might not. But that is just a 225/60 on an 8-inch reverse cracker. I got my centers around here somewhere, I'll find them. And remember, if you have a reverse wheel like this, it's not much on the back side, and you have a tire machine like this, you got to change them from the back. They won't change on the front. They don't have that little ridge in them. The wheel has a little ridge that the tire has to go down in. Let me get that one here. See, this is the front of the wheel. They're kind of heavy. This is the front of the wheel. And there's that little ridge. So you see it has to go on like this, upside down. So the tire will drop down in here to give it room to go all around here. The more you know, right? Of course, nobody uses these tire machines anymore, except me, I guess. I really have no clue what these tires came off of. Came off of something around here. See, it has to go down in that slot, or it won't go on. All right. Let me get this flipped over. The valve stem and pump it up. Now, don't that look better already? Dry rod tire, rough wheel. Looks pretty wicked right there. On the old rusty car. Ain't got that one on yet, it's still on the back of the truck. That was a little bit of a wiggle waggle right there. I like that. Got the other brake drum here, drying, shot a little black paint on it. We'll try this here in just a moment. We'll see if it'll crank after sitting a little more level. Because it's just hard for me to believe that even though that battery cable, went bad, and that's why it cut off, that the fuel pump quit working, because it was working fine. I'm still wondering if it was the way it was sitting, or maybe if we didn't flood it out a little bit the other day, trying to pour a little gas in it. The carburetor's a little touchy. But I'm gonna give her a try here in just a minute and see. But I do have the fuel pump. But look at that. Oh yeah, I like that. I like it. Whole thing right there ain't too bad either. I like them ET gas wheels on this. And them tires back there are the ones that took off the back of Laura's Fox body, because they just had a little bit of dry rot in the tread. I mean, just maybe a couple of inches, nothing much. So we took them off of that and put them on them 8-inch rims. They look pretty good on this thing. So I'm kind of just pedaling today. I wanted to get the brake line on the little Ford Ranger. I did want to mount them tires, and I thought I'd get to work on the body work on the Charger, but I ain't. I'm gonna try to get that other wheel on the other side of that and see if this will crank. Do a few little things. Well, part of my plan, my idea for today, which I did not do, and the day's about done, and I ain't done doing what I'm doing. Well, I'm ready to get on the top of this, start spreading some filler. Because I need to do something with this. I need to do it where I can put it outside. And ever since I started working on the top of this, I have not put it outside, so it has not soaked up any moisture other than whatever it might do in here, sweat. And I'm thinking very seriously about going ahead and putting a hood scoop on this. I've shown it to y'all before, but I'll show it to you again because I'm thinking about taking that Hillborn air cleaner scoop and putting it on the C10 Galaxie project. I'd like to see if it'll stick to the hood. Well, I can always space it up to get it to stick up as high as I want. See, that's what's on it right there. That's what this is. It's a spacer. So I can space it up a little bit. I might even be able to modify the bottom and put it on top of a velocity stack and have it coming through the hood. But if I do, I just want it barely peeking through the hood of the C10. And I won't cut the hole that big because I won't plan on putting a hood scoop on that vehicle anytime soon. I just like that sticking through. And I can put a regular air cleaner on this and say I cut that hole out to fit the hood scoop I got. So it looks huge, but it fits the scoop. So everything relies on everything else, but I'm gonna get back on this pretty soon. But now let's get back to seeing get them crackers on that Galaxie. Now, that looks a whole lot better. Old dry rotted tire. I tell you what, you can even pretty much pull one out of the junkyard. Looking rough. And put a set of wheels on. And it sure makes it look better. Where I painted the brake hubs. I like that. I mean, I'll do a picture before and after. A little bit of a dog. All the crackers a dog anyway. But to get that look, I think it's worth it. It's really dog on the back. Not having much room to get around. And the rear end is not locked up in this. And I had the brake hubs off. I got them back on now. But one side touching, the other side's not. That side won't move. So it must be a positive in it. I don't know. I tell you what, them wheels cleaned up pretty good. They're in a little bit better shape than the others. But you get looking real close, they're a little rough around the center there, but man, it just looks good. It's a 15x8 reverse. And these are 14 by probably 6s. Kind of standard. Much better. Well, I drug the 327 block over here. I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get it on the engine stand. That'll be a start to that. It'll probably end up being in the way. I really need to move that 6-cylinder somewhere. I already got a 318 LA motor, and that's that 307 donor engine. I'm gonna plan on using the crank and the rods for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this up on here because I'm done with that being out. Still got a lot of work to do to it. I think what I'm gonna have to do is cut that back tube on that header. Cut it and then bend it up a little bit more and put another piece of pipe in. I'm gonna do a little Frankenstein on my fancy fender well headers. But we do have the Z-bar. You have that in. Let's see. Can't really see a lot of it. I don't have a light on it. There's the header. And I'll get a light and show you. There we go. There's the Z-bar. There we go. See, it is in there. We got it unhooked from the pedal right now. So we're trying to get that header fit in there, but I think I'm gonna have to cut that tube and bend that hump up and then put another piece in it so it'll clear all that. So we got a little more modifying to do there. So we'll get her. All right, got her all unwrapped. Well, almost. Over here. And put a chain on it so I can pick it up and put the thing on the back of it. But there it is, 68-327. All right. Ain't got enough room. All right, let me get over here and put this piece on it. Get this thing in here. Let's see, how did I have it? I had it like this. You can see. Get this thing all greasy. Sure helps taking it off a small block 350. I have to adjust any of these. Although it could be a little bit better, but it's fine. It worked good on all these in the right spot. All right, now let's see if we can't get it up a little bit more. get it on the stand itself. Go up a little bit more. There we go. All right. Aggravating. Remember, every little bit you do gets you more fretted at whatever you're doing. Well, there she is, 327. Got a little surface rust over here from sitting over in the corner. I'll have to clean that up pretty quick. Doesn't look like it's gotten into the cylinders. If it has, it ain't much. All right. Well, one more little thing done. Now we put the battery cable end on this, and Josh said it wasn't pumping any fuel when I was doing it over. He thought maybe it's a fuel pump. So I said, yeah, it's got gas in it. Same registered half a tank. Well, like old Carl, the sling blade man would say, ain't got no gas in it. Put 5 gallons in it, little Behrmans, primed the carburetor twice, fired up and ran. So we're going to officially say the gas gauge is wonky. It ain't working right. Sometimes it don't work at all. Sometimes it says full. Sometimes it does all right. You know, I know if I'm low on gas, I go to the gas station, I put some in, the fill-in station, and the gauge comes up and acts right. But I don't know. And it could be some low-life scum coming around helping themselves to some of my fuel. Well, ain't none of them got that much gas in them, so anyway, it's running now. Fired up, ran, it's doing fine. So, to the next thing. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this video. A little more on the Galaxie, a little bit here and there on a couple other things. Remember, every little bit you do gets you one step closer to finishing your project. Sometimes those steps are little steps to a long project, but that's okay. What else am I going to do? I got any other life? Anyway, I really appreciate y'all coming back and watching, checking them out, see what I'm doing. I really appreciate it. Appreciate any comments. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just hit that little button. It's free. Come on, help me out. I'm trying to grow the channel. I really do appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that watches. So come back next time. I'll be here, good Lord willing, and I'll see you at the shop.